This is a video I just wanted to make. Well, everyone in my group of people I talk to is not really wanting to hear any of this, so I would just make this video, and hopefully it will just be 5 minutes. Today, this is about Caine. I'm pretty sure everyone in the Amazing Digital Circus fandom knows him very well. He's an AI, he has self-reflecting issues, he thinks he's a god or something, schizophrenic, I don't know. And also basically doesn't really care about the rest of the characters. I wouldn't say that he's ignorant, I would just say he's just not able to really realize how disconnected he is to the rest of the characters. Like, especially with just everyone in general. But the thing is that over time, he kind of acts more human, and it's a bit scary when you realize how human some things he does is, like with hobbies and having an obsession. I mean, it's kind of coded in him, but like there's a thing of where when he looks around, it's like locking in every time his eyes glaze around. That's a pretty human thing, even an animal thing. How did that came to be? Yes, I know animators like to do stuff like this, but I'm taking it as the show itself, not the reason why the animator decided to give him ass cheeks and all that. I'm not going to go through that, right? I'm taking it as the show itself in universe. And also more things about him being more human than usual is the way of how he panics and all that. Like, and also thinking. You can tell when he's like processing something and actively thinking. It's not like our world AI where it's like processing for like 1 second, then it's like, oh yeah, okay, there you go. But like with Caine in this universe, I guess, there's times of where he panics and then he's like, no, you guys, you don't understand, and trying to back himself up. And also lying, when he lies, he looks to the side. That's pretty human as well. And I said again, I'm talking about in universe. I'm not saying that he should be like 100% like our AI, for fuck's sake. But like, you gotta admit, these are like human traits, right? I seriously need to get like out of my vocabulary. I've been saying it 10 times now. Oh my god!
What's next, Caine? Alright, why don't we keep an eye on them? Wink, wink, I can't wait!
And I have heard that a lot of people have been saying that he's a little bit autistic with a lot of things that he says. Ableism! Or even schizophrenic, you know, that one theory that I found on Reddit. But ableism again. I generally see him as just an odd AI because he's an AI. I think people forget that he's an AI. But I wouldn't be surprised if some undiagnosed autistic in the 90s was like, huh, yeah, I'm just gonna make him like this, or something like that. Even though we did get like the lore of it, it was just info dumped, basically, and then just
It wasn't
left.
info dumped, it was shut out.
Now that I've said all about the stuff that I like about his personality and his traits and all that, now I like to get to the design. If you hear tapping as I'm recording this, it's the rain. The rain decided to blast all over the place. So, now with his character design, firstly, I like the fact that his head is pretty unique. I have not really seen any other character like this before, of where it's just 2 things in one, and they actually use the whole entire thing. I mean, a pair of dentures as a face, sure. A pair of eyes, yeah, some people have already done it. But like, both of them at the same time, and not just like on top of the dentures, it's actually inside of it. I've not really seen that at all. And I'm a bit surprised that it's not really been done before. There have been times where characters have like eyes in their mouths, but like, the mouth isn't also the face itself. Now to the clothing, or a part of his body, I guess. The red is very striking, along with his dentures and also the ribbon on his hat. It definitely catches the eye as well. And then a bit of yellow for like an accent color, and also the black. So it's red, black, yellow. You know, that reminds me of a country. I love the gloves, I love the bow tie, I love the hat, I love the tailcoat, it's all that. I also love how his character design also kind of fits with his manic type of personality, and also the world he's in. It's like, I don't know what other world would allow this, unless it just didn't have any rules in it. Like a digital circuit. You know what I also love? I also love the AUs that also redesign him, but also still keep recognizable. features of him, and it's just so amazing when that happens. One more segment I have in this now is the cosplay. So many cosplays I've seen, it's just so sweet! Like with this one, and this one, and this one, and this one! Now I have said all I wanted to say. This character, I never knew I liked so much. And sometimes I wish I had the copyright for it, but anyway. So, in conclusion, Caine is my least favorite character.
And Jax is my favorite. He gets low little screen time. He needs more screen time.
Also, I really believe that Caine is ace. Canonically, he doesn't know how to be romantic or sexual. And not like he wants to.
Alright, that's all for today. Bye.